In this video, I'm going to show you how to install a lamp post and a solar powered light. And we're going to do it right now. So here's a quick little backstory to why I'm doing this. Right now, I have this post and this light, which is not solar powered. I was putting this staircase in and I was doing some work here, and the person that put it in the ground before put it about a ½ inch down, and I ended up cutting the wire. Instead of redoing that whole thing, getting an electrician to take care of that, I've decided that I'm gonna reuse this post. I'll take this off. I'll take care of that wire later, but I'll just put this in the ground, and I bought a solar powered light for the top, which I actually like in this situation because the switch for this is in the basement. There's not another switch up here, and this is kind of where the path is, and you won't have to turn it on and remember to turn it off. It will just come on when it gets dark, and it'll shut off when the sun comes out. So I think that's gonna be a lot more convenient, and I'll be honest with you, this is a really easy thing you can do on your own, but you might not know where to start, so that's why I'm making this video. Step one, determine a good location for your lamp post. It's gonna be better over here, right about there, but it's gotta go in the ground, obviously. And I'm gonna make it about 6 feet out of the ground. And in a normal circumstance, this would be a poor location because of this bush that's gotten out of control. I'm gonna be trimming that off, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Just keep that in mind if you are planning on doing a light that is powered by the sun, because the sun needs to hit the top of this. But I think this is gonna work for me. So the first thing I'm gonna do is clip this wire and get this old light off of this post. I have the switch off to that light, but I'm gonna grab a tester that I know works to test that wire. And we have no power going through there. Of course, test accordingly. Some people don't like using these. They don't trust them, but I think we're good. That switch is off. In my case, I have these set screws that I need an Allen wrench for. This is junk anyways, so look at that. So since I want to reuse this, I'm just going to measure it, and the total height or length of this is about 6 foot 8 inches. So 80 inches right here. And as a general rule, you want to have about 1/3 of this height in the ground. So for me, I'm going to try and do 2 feet right here. And then this is the light I'm going to be using. You can see it has the solar panels on top. This comes off, the bulb goes in here. And with this one, it's nice. It has an adjustment right here for the brightness of the light. And you can also turn it off if you want to keep it off. Loosen these right here. And I just kind of want to get an idea of how high this is going to be if I put 2 feet in the ground. I hold my tape to that mark, and I'm going total height, 5 foot 8. So if I hold the tape right here, about 5 foot 8 would be about here. I think that'll work. I might do 1.5 feet in the ground because I'm not too worried about it. And that'll give me just above 6 feet, 74 inches from where it is now. Generally 6 or 7 feet is pretty good, so do what you want. So this is actually how much I'm going to bury this. And I am going to use concrete, so I think that's going to be totally fine. And I regretfully forgot my boots today. No judging. So I'm just going to dig a hole. So 18 inches, I'm going to go about 20, and I'll show you why in a second. I want to make the hole at least 3 times bigger this way than the post itself. Okay, 20 inches. Now I'm gonna pack this down. And this is why I went 2 inches more, because some stuff is gonna be loose and fall down here. I'm at about 20 inches, and I'm gonna add this graded base, just a couple scoops, just so I can have a nice solid base down there. I think that's gonna be good. 18, 19, 20. I'm gonna call that good. And I'll do a little test before I put this in permanently. That's pretty much exactly where I want it, kind of in line with this handrail post. Yeah, I think that'll work. To get this post to stay where it needs to stay, I'm gonna use this fast setting concrete mix. And as you can see right here, no mix required when setting posts. So I'm gonna do what's called a dry mix. I'm gonna pour this bag, and I have another half bag, into the hole, make sure it's plumb, and add water to it, and eventually it's gonna set. So I have my 4-foot level here ready. I'm gonna open up a bag and start pouring it in. I'm gonna hold the post where it needs to be and just start pouring this in. It's automatically pouring for me. I'm just checking it, keeping it plumb. It's gonna be loose like this. Don't worry about it. And you could fill this whole thing up with concrete if you wanted, but I think that's gonna be plenty. But you know what? I am gonna do one thing, go a little above and beyond. Now, just add water. And taking like a broomstick handle just to pack this in there. And I'm gonna check it as I do this. I'll add more water. And in the instructions, it does say to add or fill the hole 1/3 full of water and then add the bags. But as long as it gets saturated, it's fine. And it says that excess water is not gonna be a problem. I'm assuming because it's gonna just drain right through into the ground, get soaked up. Now, if you wanted to, you could fill this entire thing up, and especially if you are using like a wooden base or 4x4, whatever, you can fill this all the way up and then kind of slope the concrete away from the post. I would also recommend treating the post before you put it in, maybe doing some rubberized coating or something. This is gonna start to set up probably in about 30 minutes. So we're just gonna keep checking it, moving it. And even if you don't fill this hole up all the way, you can kind of slope the concrete still down here. But this is aluminum, so I'm not gonna worry about it. And I'm not gonna wait, I'm just gonna fill the hole once I'm satisfied that it is fully saturated. And I'm also going to check as I do this, and then I'm gonna use the broomstick to make sure that this hole gets filled completely. Oh yeah, it's setting up already. And I have a little extra of this, so might as well use it up. This may end up sinking a little bit, so you could overfill it if you wanted to. Now that I know I got this perfect, I am gonna let this sit here for about half an hour, 45 minutes, while I go get some spray paint, because I wanna paint this to match the lamp. Be right back. About a half an hour later, that's not going anywhere. So I'm just gonna take some sandpaper and I'm gonna rough this up a little bit for painting. While we wait for that pole to dry, I am going to take care of this. This is where it comes into the house. Not really great anyways. I'm going to pull this back, just get some wire here, about that long, cut it, and then I'll go inside. On the inside, got the wire right here. And instead of going all over the place through the walls to eliminate this, I am going to use a box and just find a place to mount it and cap it. And if we ever need a switch for something, it'll be here. We can tie onto it. Right here is just as good a location as any other. This wire out of here. Doesn't have to be pretty, just has to be safe. So I'm just gonna mount it right here. From the bottom. Get rid of one of these knockouts. That's why they call it a knockout. Now this is capped, so even if you did this, it would just be live and contained in this box. And just in case, I'm gonna put one of these over here. So you have to actually unlock it to do it. But then out here, just gonna do some silicone. Oops. So this is dry, ready to go. Just so you know, there's a drain hole right here in case water gets in there. That's nice. This is real glass, and all you do, put it on top like that. I'm just gonna make sure that it's square to the deck. That's how I want it. And then little flathead screwdriver, go around and tighten these three evenly. This is an LED bulb, so it should last quite a while. This is 2700 Kelvin, so it's a little bit on the warmer side, which is what I wanted. Back in there. We'll turn it on. That's on high. See if it'll come back. That's medium, and that's low. Obviously, we're gonna have to wait until it gets dark to see how it does. But then right here, and right here, there's two screws that we're going to take right out. Right here, you can see there's a hole, so we'll match that up. It sits right on there. Nice. We can install those screws. drop them. I still have some landscaping to finish up, but now I have a pole light. I don't have to worry about the wire, and I don't have to worry about a switch, and it was really easy to install. So, if you had to do something like this, I hope the video helps. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Is because I'm not doing any, hold on. Was that funny? Don't film yet. Generally 6 or 7 feet. 6, 7, 6 or 7. 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. So over digging. How does that keep happening? How am I not getting further down? Just to give it a nice solid bottom. Like mine. I have a solid bottom. I don't want to say that. Pole, post, like pole. Easy peasy. I would recommend also, can't find my mask. You should probably wear a mask when you do this. Hold your breath. More. That a chipmunk hole? So many chipmunk holes around here. I'm telling you, there's a hole right there. Gotta be a chipmunk hole. What a lovely patina I'm getting rid of. Don't you feel bad? Don't you feel bad, Lauren? Oh, I make the rules. I make the rules. About 6, 7 inches. 6, 7. Oh, you know what? I don't want to do that. Is this stuff gone bad? Uh-oh. Never fear of the things that go bump in the night.